Good morning, YouTube. Just now leaving the house. This is the first time since I got back from Costa Rica um, that I could circle around and go by the house. And I promise you, it was worth every bit of it. Every bit of it. And everybody and their mama's waking up right now. Jesus. Hold on. Let me just, you know how when you're leaving your house, trying to leave the house secure, gotta make sure my garage door is closed. Good. Good morning. Good morning. Welcome in. Welcome in. Uh, got to go home. Kind of disappointed, but I bought one online book about Bermuda, and I was taking a chance because again I'm surrounded by a lot of trees. I'm trying to get some of it to grow. I don't think I'm gonna get all of it to grow, so I'm gonna have to switch to a different grass that grows a little bit better in the shade that is Georgia tolerant because I can keep a green lawn till June hits, and then that mess just dies the heck off. I promise. I've over the years that I've been working on this, I can get a green lawn, but when June hit, give it up. It just, that heat. No matter how much water I pump on it, that heat just knocks it off kilter. Any other person would have gave up by now, but I'm not gonna put myself down, but I'm crazy enough to keep pushing until I find whatever stays green is my motto. A lot of the dead spots was it wasn't the Bermuda, it was perennial rye, and boy, when it goes, it goes. But like I said, come September, I could I have the whole lawn green again. Like I said, I'm gonna dump perennial rye. I'm start buying me a couple of bags. I'm gonna dump perennial rye. I'm gonna have a green lawn, but come summer, it dies off. So I have to find that. I think it's zoysia, zoy. But that mess is expensive. I'm gonna try. I have a piece that I can take clumps out of it and put it in certain areas and hope it spreads out. You know, that part of it. But we'll see. We'll see. It is what it is. Um, I got to cut the backyard. Oh my God. I've I've been cutting for the last 3 months the side that you can see from the street so that the uh so that the homeowners association won't ding me. But then I looked to the far right and said, "Oh my God, I got to get out there." So yesterday when I got home, I did the front. I was like heartbroken how burnt up it is, but it is what it is. It's summer heat, and the last week and a half we ain't had no rain. So I was tore up about that. But again, I'm not giving up. I still haven't did a soil sample. I got to do a soil sample so I can get the right stuff out there, get this mess growing. But I don't like to do the backyard with my most expensive freaking lawnmower because I got a lot of rocks back there. But it seems like the runoff or the erosion covered up most of the freaking rocks. And I went back there. I got I got to get along the fence line, but I went back there and cleared it out. And man, that John Deere, when even the tall grass, it's like it cuts it like butter. And I just dropped a video about me cutting the backyard. I mean, just cuts it like butter. And that part I was happy because I uh got my fun in, even though I was tired. And I'm tired right now. But yeah, I'm heading back to the yard to get back on the road. Got a few more days of work, then I come home from my vacation. Then I gotta go drive for my freaking not my vacation, but my birthday. The 4 day weekend. But that part of it is just uh, like I'm always saying that you gotta do what brings you joy. And this, I had fun. Um, I got a need met. I'm fixed up my lawn, put the sprinklers on, um, watered my flowers. I got a set of flowers that I want to make sure that they're okay. My grapevine, I think, is it's going dormant. I gotta throw me up another pole and some wire and wrap it around it because it's starting to move up into the bush. The bush behind it, and I want to make sure, and then I'm gonna fence that off so and let it keep growing because it comes back every year. And I guess the summer heat is freaking the summer heat is getting it good. But I put the sprinkler on and watered that also. Um, but like I said, and I got home, washed my clothes, washed my behind, sat in that shower for a good minute, get all this dirt and grime off so I can put it right back on. Shaved my beard off. Uh, my wife thinks I shaved. I got to get a new razor because the razor blades I buy, they keep on switching. The bottom piece that you connect to the razor, they keep on switching and on. I got the old ones, but cleaned off my chin. I need to shave this bald head, get this head bald again, uh, because my hair is growing out. So this is all the stuff that I did um, yesterday evening. So now it's time to get back to work, head back to the yard, and start the whole freaking process all over again. Don't you just love it? Don't you just love it? Um, the other thing, okay, let's see here. What you say? Oh, okay. Um, there's a guy called Princess Cuts. he set up a spikes like a spike system. They're like $30 a piece. I don't have that much pressure outside to warrant a sprinkler system. I don't have enough water pressure. And for me to get enough water pressure, they got to dig it. They got to cut into the water lines and go from there. And I don't got that money. I don't got that type of money right now. Um, it's gonna be a while. You know, it's gonna be a while that my lawn warrants installing a sprinkler system. Right now, I've all these years, I've actually I set my sights on the lawnmowers themselves and not really. I need to spend a couple of $100. One, leveling off the front and the back, um, and getting it graded somewhat professionally. Because I should have videotaped it. You would have been like, "Oh my God, the water coming from a neighbor's yard," and it happens to the guy behind me, but his is worse. Uh, his he's got a big crater in his backyard from the water runoff, and I would have had all kind of stuff in there, rocks, concrete, you name it. I'm gonna figure it out. I think I figured out a part of it, and the rest of it, I'm in the process of figuring it out. The first thing I gotta do is get a dang it, get my retaining wall replaced. That's the first thing, and force that water to go a different direction. But because it's still coming, I just gotta force it to go a different direction, and then trench out a new drain. I got a drain now, but I need, from what I seen that night when it was storming, I need a bigger freaking drain. I'm not going to dig up the old drain. I'm just going to connect to it. So I'm gonna have two drains to drain this crap the heck out. That's all I can do. I can't do no more than that. That's all I freaking can do. Uh, but these are the things that I'm gonna start concentrating on, other than my traveling, because we're still gonna be traveling. I posted on Facebook last night. I got 265 days to my next cruise. That's why I love cruising, but that's why this is not just a full cruising channel, because we only cruise once a year. Like last year was the only time that we did two cruises 6 months apart from each other. Um, you know what I mean? That was the only time we did that. And so like I said, these are the things that I've got my eyes set on. I just got this. They make it like on eBay. They make it look like it's a real big old book. I paid $25 for a pamphlet on Bermuda grass. I'm looking like, this is not a book. This is a freaking pamphlet. But I got to start reading up about the lawns, the grass, and how what can I do to make my lawn look better. I really do. I got to stop. I got to stop bull crapping around. Um, I want a greener lawn, and even if I can't get anything to grow this spring, I'm leveling out the lawn in front of my front doorstep. I'm getting between 5 and 10 tons of sand, and I'm chucking it out there, and I'm gonna have me a freaking level lawn. It might not have no grass on it, but I'm gonna level this. I'm gonna level this thing out. I'm getting sick of looking at it like it is, and I'm gonna figure this out. I'm gonna stop laying this sod. This sod. I'm wasting money. Um, I got to start digging up the spots where it's dead and see what's under there. It could be roots from the trees, rocks, and all that stuff, because it's not growing. But I need time. Every time I come home, I'm leaving again. I should be upset, but I'm really not, because when I come, we're doing stuff. This is what I pray for. This is what I pray to God to get me going, to get me out there in the world. So why am I bitching? Because if I keep bitching, He gonna take it from me. So I need to shut up. But I need to make time to get that done. I've got thousands and thousands of dollars worth of lawnmowers, and I need and want a green lawn so I can cut it. So I got to make a list. I got to figure that out. That's next on the list. I just got to figure it out. Plain and simple. All right. So I started out and welcoming everybody. I'm driving. Sorry, I'm heading back to the yard. Um, no mount. It's real dark. That's what's going on with me. But what I wanted to talk about is something that I have noticed about being a truck driver, and the things that do entail that. One of the things that entails being a truck driver is um, the wacky, the the non-constant driving. The non-constant. One day you're driving during the day. One day you're driving in the middle of the night. One day you're driving partially in early in the morning, and then you're driving into the night or something like that, and vice versa. It takes such a toll, one on your psyche, one on your body, the stress, because they everybody's oh, all you do is sit on your butt all day long and drive. You know, I'll put it on anybody to see what if you can do what I do, or do what other folks that have been doing this for 30 years, that are living off of 1 hour of sleep and a bucket load of coffee. Your heart, my heart, it's been overloaded. Had high blood pressure problems for years. I figured out one of them finally. For years, been losing weight. Uh, um, my vice right now is that peanut butter. If I can get away from the peanut butter, I'll be good. Um, but the fact is that you tear yourself up. You're tearing yourself up, and it's hard to sleep because okay, I got to at least get 8 hours of sleep. I need 5, 6, 7 hours of sleep because I got to drive tomorrow. I don't want to. I'd have that insatiable fear of falling asleep at the wheel. So you in turn you take stuff to keep you awake. And what I mean by that, it used to be, man, cup of coffee, yada yada yada. No, it's two, three, 4 cups of coffee. Um, or it's the monster drinks. The monster drinks is a concoction of caffeine, B plus vitamins, and it has your insides racing, and then you'll be on the up, and then next thing you know, an hour or two later, you're on the downward spiral because your body's crashing from all that. I mean, I drink the sugar free one, but it's not all full. It's got carbs in it. Carbs is nothing but sugar. Um, your body's crashing, and constantly years and years of this weighs a toll on your body. Plus the money that you're spending to stay awake. You know, these cans and drinks, they are very expensive. Good morning. Good morning. Um, they're very expensive. Oh, replace grass with peppers and check. Oh, okay. I should have took a picture of the. I actually have a indoor farm right now. I have my avocado tree that is just as green as can be. I have a lemon tree right next to it, right next to the window. I have two pepper plants and a bonsai. And the wife, she, I love her to death, but she's got a brown thumb. You know what I'm saying? She's got a freaking brown thumb. Oh, don't be watering my plants. Wait a minute, they ain't your plants, they're mine. And the fact is, oh, the water it emptied out the bottom. Yeah, of course, that's what the hole's for. So it doesn't stay in there. But water my damn plants. And I got home, watered those, and they're going. They're reaching for the sun through the window, and it's enjoying it. Oh my God, I got indoor plants. Indoor, like I said, an avocado and a lemon, and a two peppers. Um, I, I don't know inside how long the pepper's gonna last, but we'll see. I got one pepper on both plants, and I'm freaking tickled pink. But back to the subject, you know, we, um, again, I'm not, I'm not, um, okay, let me say this. I'm no professional. I am, this is for entertainment purposes only. Don't know what I'm talking about, don't know what I'm doing, just love doing it. But the fact is, I notice with a lot of these doctors, you paying thousands of dollars, and they don't know what the heck's going on. They're taking wild, educated guesses. I'll give you a prime example. Because I'm old, because I have my testosterone level is low, uh, need to get more in shape. Type 2 diabetic, I still am, even though my numbers are low. I go to the bathroom a lot. When you go to the bathroom a lot, you remove vitamins and minerals from your body. Minerals, and I had one time where I removed because of going back, I mean, I was dizzy. I was on the road going, wait, whoa, whoa, whoa. I got scared. Went to the emergency room, paid $2,000. They couldn't figure out what the heck's going on. Went to my doctor. Doctor couldn't figure out. Started lowering all my medications, and that didn't do it. It turns out my potassium levels. You get potassium from peanut butter. That's probably why I'm subconsciously stuffing this mess down my throat, even though I love it. Bananas, um, green leafy vegetables, and supplements. So once a week, I take one or two potassium pills or stuff like that, and to keep my levels up so I don't get dizzy or get whatever. You see what I'm saying? I got to get back out there. I was going to do Frugal Mama's exercise yesterday because I was late, but I got scared. I got a little nervous. I should have just jumped on it live and did it. I got to grow a pair. But what I'm saying is, I start doing that, and I started backing off the coffee, even though um, I'm afraid I don't want to fall asleep. So that's why I try to get as much sleep as I can. I've listened. Charles was like, "Look, when you're tired, pull over, take a nap." But then as a truck driver, you're trying to force yourself to get down the road. I got to get going. I got to do this. I got to do that. Good morning, Urban. How you doing? Um, but I got to get out of the I gotta, and start worrying more and more about my body. I was I caught this. It was up in the Northeast, some supermarket. It was on sale. That water that's um it's like $5 a freaking gallon, and it was like $3 a gallon, and I bought 6 gallons of this mess. I forgot what it's that it's not acidic. I don't know. I'll remember it probably later on when the thing's over. But I start making sure that I took this. Just drank all that water. Um, I, I got my vitamin C because people are starting to get sick again. And the reason why people are starting to get sick again, because these fools, black, white, yellow, and or indifferent, these folks that are out here now are just straight up nasty. They don't wash their hands. They don't cover their mouth. They don't cough into their elbow. I mean, they don't. They they wet cough and I'm not sick and all of this stuff. I got to sniff, a stuffy nose. I got because it's because of sinuses. You know what? Give me a daggone break. And then you black women, y'all be killing me. You be I'm hot. I'm hot. And you got the AC running and a fan on you. I'm under 3 or 4 covers in the summertime or winter. It doesn't change. I'm hot. And then you wonder why you're sick all the daggone time. The you know, and the thing is when you start look, bro, I figured it out with the wife. If I have to set the air on 72 degrees. Anything higher than 72, I'm hot. I turn the fan on, this and that. I'm like, babe, I got you. I got the temperature you okay with. You know, relax. But see, these folks are nasty, no manners. You know, putting their fingers in areas of their body and not washing their hands, touching everything under the sun, and then you wonder why these things are resurging. You wonder why I'm not gonna say what's resurging. Y'all know. I just happen to listen to Lead Farmer. I'm so low on the totem pole. I don't think the algorithm will hit me. But you know what's coming back, and it's coming back because it's man made. Yeah, it probably is. Or it's probably resurgent because this mess happened 100 years ago, and it was worse. People were breaking out with bumps and all kind of stuff. But there was a sign that said, "Don't even spit on the ground," and it was just the opposite. You could see the picture of the poor black people with nothing on their mouth, no nothing covering, but all the white people had the surgical mask on. And it's just my opinion, but putting a surgical mask on is to block your spit and your from spreading all over the daggone place. Do you see what I'm saying? And the thing is, we're making each other freaking sick again because if you just wash your stank behind hands, cover your mouth, or if you know you're gonna cough, walk out the daggone room. I got asthma. And I stopped going to my doc. I stopped going to one doctor because I knew. See, in asthma, you have what's called an asthma cough. That's how I knew. I didn't know I even had asthma. I couldn't stop coughing. Went to the emergency room, and the doctor said you can't leave. I said, "What are you talking about? I can't leave. We got a specialist coming in. You got asthma." I know my cough. It wasn't, I didn't have a fever and all, but this dumbass nurse gonna sit there and tell me I need to get a test. I said, "Ma'am, I know what this is. This is my asthma cough. I need to get my asthma medicine. You can't come in here. You fucking bitch." I was so pissed. I had to go. I had to get on a cruise and go to another country to go to their pharmacy to get some albuterol and some prednisone. That's why I'm not coughing and wheezing right now. Do you see what I'm saying? You got to learn your own body. You got to learn yourself. Cover up. Winter's coming. You might not be cold, but put a long sleeve shirt on. Put something to cover yourself up. Be prepared. If you got to take it off, take it off. But if you're just slightly uncomfortable, cover yourself up. We're all getting older. We're not super ninjas. We're not super ninjas. And I'm starting to understand what that means. I'm starting to understand. Now, the whole blunt of this conversation was the fact that the doctor told me a long time ago, and I don't wear this bandana just for the heck of it. But for some reason, if I just walk around without a bandana on, the end of the week, I will get violently ill. I will. It's happened for years, and I've always wondered what's the matter with me. A doctor finally explained to me, Mr. Banks, this is what's going on. You have a passageway between your ear and your ear and your sinuses that drains, and it gets infected quite often. So he said, you, that's what's going on. So I started taking, Sudafed or the cheap version of Sudafed. And I've been doing it for years. Turns out that medicine raises my blood pressure. And when I finally decided, I'm like, wait a minute, this is raising my blood pressure. I went cold turkey. But then I was like, well, it had a side effect of when I would take it at night. I didn't take a whole bunch. I would take it at night. I started weaning off of it, thank God. I was like, I'm taking too much. Uh, I was down to one pill a night, and it was, and then I started realizing, and then I Googled it, and it said, whoa, I'm sitting there hurting my own I'm hurting my own self. I'm even checking my blood pressure, wondering why it's not going down. I'm changing my eating habits. I was losing weight. I'm up and down, but I'm still losing. Um, and I was sitting there wondering, and then I was like, wow, I'm sitting here hurting my own self by my own ignorance, thinking I'm keeping my sinuses clear. And I was keeping my sinuses clear, but I was hurting myself in the process. And I was so afraid the first few nights that I stopped taking it, I didn't get much sleep because my body had to get that mess out of my system. But now, boy, Jesus, I sleep more without that crap. I mean, I got to get up. I'll be in the bed for like 10 hours, boy, because I've been in a coma and rolling, and doing that. And one of the things that gets me up is doing the live, doing my lives, getting my system, or going or whatever. By the way, guys, I'm at 9:57 or 58. Oh my lord, I'm gonna be boo-hooing, in a couple of days if it keeps going like this. Um, thank you, thank you for the support. Thank you for helping. I never thought, I was just having fun. I like doing it. I like going on other people's lives, and I like showing my face. It's been fun. This has been an adventure, but it's also been helping me. Um, So I don't grab the coffee. I have this live, and I start going off or ranting, or I bring it says, I'm comical. I'm not trying to be comical, but I start ranting on something, and then Next thing you know, I'm awake. Next thing you know, I'm wide awake and didn't need a cup of coffee. Or when I do drink coffee, I drink half a cup. And for me to just drink half a cup for the last 11, going on 12 years of driving, man, that's a freaking miracle in itself. Um, I got to get back. I'm moving back down to one meal a day. And the reason why I try to do it in the middle of the day because I got acid reflux. I don't want to have that food on my stomach when I'm trying to sleep. These things all add up to living a healthy life. One of the other changes is I got my cart back in the truck. I don't try to park at Walmart when I go shopping. I try to park at my certain Walmarts where I have to go walk to Walmart, and I take my cart, pull it, and that gives me exercise, and it helps me to do the things that I need to do. Good morning, welcome in, welcome in. Sorry guys, again, I can't, um, I can't acknowledge you. I'm looking at the road, looking at the road, heading to the yard to head to Indiana. Going back to Indiana. um, that's my next run. I got my load. Um, these these things, um, I you know I got to. I'm so mentally drained by the end of the day. I got to get back into walking. Just like Wanda would say, walking and talking. I got to get back to get back out there and get it done. Um, I'm ever so thankful for my wife. I like I said, I do always say that because I don't want to forget. I don't want to forget the difference between not having somebody and having somebody. Um, she was exposed to an idiot that's positive, COVID positive, but I know her. She's not that type of person to be all up under him. But she was exposed. She's down in Florida right now working. She's mad as heck. And uh, I, I'm I'm being the cheerleader to calm her down. Hang in there, babe. You got a few more days. Show them what you're made of. Show them, teach them. Reach one, teach one. And she's gonna be something in this new company that she works for. I say new, but she's been there 2 years. She's really punchy because of the people. Women in the corporate setting, boy, y'all some backstabbing, conniving, evil people. And I'm just from what I'm hearing, and I tell her you're better than me because I'd have cussed them all out. So again, and I have no problem with it. Being the cheerleader. Come on, babe, you got it. Don't take that. No, don't say a word. Close your mouth. Keep it moving. You know, uh, I'm the voice of, Mister going off the deep end every live is when it comes to my wife. I'm the voice of reason. Isn't that a I don't even know the definition, but it sounds like an oxymoron or something like that. Y'all let me know if I said the right definition. I need to get me a Webster's dictionary. I don't know if they even sell that no more. I bring it every day. Was talking about going to the library. I was like, hey, library? What's that? um, the other thing about my health is I'm more happy nowadays, and that is a big, big, huge change to the person I used to be. Um, you find out it's like who's that? This is a white singer. She dresses in all baggy clothes, got a beautiful voice, but she swear like she the shit, and she must have gave some ugly dude a chance. And this is what happens with ugly dudes. They they think because you know uh, a good looking person comes up to them that they I'm the shit now, so I can go play around and treat this decent person. I'm not saying that all good people that good look good or decent, but it's only one side of the story. But I can go act up. No, I'm not saying that I'm ugly, and I'm not saying that I'm a hunk of love. I think I'm a good in the middle, at least a five. But I tried. Other than being on the road, my wife thinks she. I had to correct her on that mess. I really don't care. I'm not only the only one I care about how I look is when I'm going for an interview and when I'm going out with my wife. Other than that, I could give a rat's ass. I have holes all over the place, and I don't care. I really don't. Um, past stories, the funkinization is a real thing. I don't care. But when it's time to come home, yeah, clean up real good, and like I put on cologne. It's a and I treat myself because I work hard out here. Um, Everybody's getting sick again. I don't like to. I keep my um what's the word um interaction with other human beings while I'm on the road to the bare minimum. And I just grabbed two of my good masks, and I'm gonna when I walk in the store now, I'm putting it back on. This has been a resurgence. I'm not trying to get sick. I'm not trying to get hurt. I'm not trying to get whatever. You know what I'm saying? I'm not trying. I've spent when all this stuff went down, no with no booster shots, no this shot, no that shot. I did not come off the road the whole time this mess was going on. You know, I watched coming across the George Washington Bridge in New York, which is dang near impossible in the early morning. Six like this time of the day, and there was nobody. It was like a ghost town. I was in Las Vegas, a ghost town, and in different parts of the country, ghost town. You know, I spent that and didn't get sick, and now because some idiot decides, well, oh, I had COVID before, I know it is, I'm gonna get checked. But you work around other people, and don't even put a mask on. Don't inform somebody, hey guys, y'all might, I'm gonna sit on this side. I can't afford not to come in. No, I'm like, take your ass home. Take your ass home and work from home. Because Norma has the power and authority to tell that woman, you could have took your ass home. Go ahead and work from home. Get me on the phone. We'll do a video call. Yada yada yada. You see what I'm saying? People, it, because you listen to Trump and all these other idiots and all of the other, I don't care. You're an idiot. I don't care. This thing's killing people. Oh, I'm not taking a booster shot. Okay, what if you get it and you just die? Or what if you get it and then you get over it, but you have the everlasting effects. You got people that can barely breathe now. They haven't had COVID for years, for in a year or two, but it destroyed their lungs. I'll take my chances. I don't give a flying fuck if the government's involved or big pharma's involved. I'll take my chances, and that's just my opinion. If you don't like it, get off the freaking channel. I'm sorry, just stupid. I'm not taking this thing. But then, Big Papa, he dies. It was just, and I'm not saying that I had a problem with my old past, treated me like that, but his daughter, his eldest daughter, beautiful young lady, wonderful, kind, remind me of her mother, and she passed away. She was a bit overweight. She worked at Home Depot or Ostell. It's over near my yard. I would always pass through there just to say, hey, how you doing? Been a long time. And, wonderful individual. And she passed away at that mess. Do you see what I'm saying? She was in her, what, freaking 30s? Early 30s at that. Oh, this stuff ain't real. Man, you better get with it. You don't think they said the Spanish flu, which this mess is an offshoot of, 100 years ago? Do you think they said this ain't real? You said, come on, man, come on. We've been sitting here, dicing and splicing genes and everything, and messing with the what you call it, the messing with the normal growth of plants and vegetables. I seen a watermelon finally. I think we think I seen a watermelon that had seeds in it. I ain't seen a watermelon with seeds in years. I didn't even know bananas had seeds in them. The bananas that y'all see nowadays is nothing but a hybrid. It's nothing but a hybrid. There's so many different types of bananas, but Americans will only eat bananas that are yellow. Do you know? I was in a yard in Indianapolis. It broke my heart, man. It broke my heart. I'd have put all of them in my daggone. About 5 or 6 cases of green bananas in the dumpster. 5 or 6 cases. Free bananas. Free. I remember one time. I was working in Florida, and I was on this guy's. This he the guy was he's like he just kept an eye on the farm fields, and he was in a double wide trailer. He said, yeah, it's a certain times I gotta leave because they put chemicals out here that is so bad and so strong on these tomatoes that it could kill you. What? He said, yeah. So they tell me I got to leave for the night. And you don't think that mess is ingested in us? Then we wonder why, the cold, the common cold, this, whatever, that starts mutating into these crazy things that go on. I'm not a conspiracy theorist, but come on, I'm not stupid either. We got the pigs and the beef injected, and the chickens injected with growth hormone. We were in Costa Rica. We seen chickens running across the road and cows just walking down the road. And these guys weren't big and fat like the American cows with the growth hormone. Then we wonder why our little girls and little boys look like grown ass 40-year-old men. Because they eating that dwarf piece of chicken leg from Church's Chicken and wondering why we are not lasting that long and dying of all these cancers and stuff. When we were in Costa Rica, you could tell. I should have took a picture. I didn't. Of the meat. It was so dark red, like it just got butchered. The chicken, like it just got butchered. But you go to a meat market or a Kroger or a Publix or whatever supermarkets in your area, and you look at that chicken, and look at it, and it looks like an office gray. Or you look at the beef, and the beef is barely holding. Like you come home and you forget to forget to cook the meat, and next thing you know, it's gray with fungus growing on it. The eggs are sitting out; they're not even refrigerated. I didn't even know when the eggs come out of the chicken, you don't wash those eggs. It lasts for months. Doesn't even need to be refrigerated. We didn't get sick. It was actually delicious. I was just cooking all kind of shit and having a ball doing it. And wondering why I still had to take my acid reflux, but I didn't have to take as much as I normally have to take. We're hurting ourselves. We're letting the government hurt us. You know, half the damn food you get in that supermarket is not even allowed in other countries. Carcinogenic stuff that's in there. You know, it's a damn shame. And if I wasn't on the road all the time, I'd have a bigger farm than I did. Have a bigger yard full of fruits and vegetables than all y'all put together. Don't get me started. Good morning. Good morning. Welcome in. Sorry I had the chance to acknowledge you. You know, 'cause I am driving. It doesn't look like it, but I'm driving. um, do you see what I'm saying? And it's very. I can only do what I can do. You know what I mean? Um, Wanda said, in one of her lives the other day, y'all need to check her out. Uh, Urban Garden Chronicles is on. She does a live every Saturday. Check her out. I don't know. You gotta let me know when you do your stuff so I can tell folks about you. My man Mike, Hot Pepper Mike, always with the vegetables, and I'm learning stuff. Mike told me I got to shoot. I might have a controlled environment near my back door, so I'm putting more and more shit right there, and it's seeing if it grows, and it's growing. I'm like, oh snap! I'm listening to my man Mike. I cracked the window a little bit, because I was home, and not the the blinds so some sun could come in and get my plant, and they loving it. They freaking loving it. But the thing, long story short, I don't know if I can say that. Long story short, we have to. I'm gonna start doing my homework, man. Um, I'm gonna start doing my homework. There's a guy in Georgia. I keep on telling Charles, and it keeps on selling out. I'm gonna get back on that list, and I'm gonna buy me a whole. You buy it straight from the farm. I'm because he's gonna go half with me. We're gonna buy a whole cow and get it butchered, and so all of that crap. See how that works out. I might start doing that from now on. Again, I know Urban Garden Chronicles was talking about it a while back, and I'm starting to see the light. And we're gonna buy that. And oh shoot, don't get on I-20. Let me get off right here at Hollowell Parkway. Start buying stuff like that that's not infused with all of this crap. And then you wonder why you're breathing better. You wonder why you're walking better. You wonder why you're talking better. And to top it off, guys, check yourself. If you're stressed out, for all you gardeners, get in the garden. Relieve that stress. If you do other things to make you happy. I used to one of my stress relievers was cooking. You know, oh brother, really? Yep. freaking traffic. Well, luckily I'm not too far away from. Luckily I'm not too far away from the yard. We're almost there. Then, and the accident is the other way, so I can go the opposite way to get the heck out of Dodge. You know what I mean? But we need to start looking into what are we hurt? Are we intentionally hurting ourselves by the ignorance of not knowing what's in the food we eat, or not knowing what's in the medication that is supposedly helping us? You know, these things we need to start looking at a little bit more closer. You would feel more better. You would wonder why there's more pep in my step and everything else. And these are the things that I'm starting to see. Once again, I just want to thank everybody for coming in. Thank you guys for being a part of my live this morning, being a part, and you guys are coming on the remix. Keep me in your prayers, boy. I'm getting closer and closer, closer. Cause yeah, I can't even sing a song that says has closer in it. We're 40, I think 40, 42, 43 away from that 1,000 friends. So if you guys, know anybody, know a friend, know an enemy, look, tell, but come on by and see Can't Stop Walking. Love mowing and cruising. We're reaching for the heights. We're reaching for the sky. I just want to say thank you again. And as always, if you don't think nobody loves you, know that I love you and God loves you too. See y'all tomorrow. Hey, um, Wellness for Frugal Mamas come is up next. Check her out. Wellness for Frugal Mamas up next. Check her out. Um, get that groove on. Y'all take care. Have a nice day. Be blessed. And always know, if you don't think nobody loves you, God loves you and I love you too. Deuces.